Vegas Ventures Off, 8th edition. We're in Florida, baby. Yes, Florida.
Right after I got out of the Marines, that was one of the first things that I did. I went head on and became a real estate developer. Talk to me about the business, the jewelry business, the cash for gold business, and I love the business model. It was a win-win-win.
How do you know when you sell a business? Like, I'm hearing this. How do you know when you sell it, or do someone come at you and just offer you this boatload of money? We are here to visit Vegas Places with Coil. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Again, we're on the 8th edition, Vegas Ventures Off, 8th edition. We're in Florida, baby. Yes, Florida. I have good stuff for you guys today. Definitely you want to get your pen and pad out, sit back. This guy, we're going to take you on a road. I mean, we're talking about a guy who has the keys and the recipe. An entrepreneur's favorite entrepreneur, I should say. Businessman, deal maker, over 20 years of success, multiple industries. This is a mentorship on an elite level. And I have Edwin Carrion, CEO of Carrion Investment Groups, also Secrets of the Millionaire Gold Buyer. Edwin, thank you for joining me. How are you doing today?
Hey, my friend, how are you? Thank you for having me here tonight. I really appreciate it. And hello to everyone that is listening to the show.
Yes. Now, Edwin, man, you have a long list. I already did the research. It's definitely a lot of things and wisdom I need to pick from you. First, we want to get off the bat. Definitely, you were grounded in the Marines Corps. That's just good. And also, he served in multiple tours. Now, I got one question being in the Marines Corps and serving. Did you have the notion of being a successful entrepreneur during service, or was it after service?
It was both. It was prior to service, a little bit during service, and then mostly after service.
Okay. All right. And did you start right away as soon as you got out of service? Was it right away?
Right after I got out of the Marines, that was one of the first things that I did. I went head on and became a real estate developer.
Okay. Now, speaking on the real estate developer, we're going to break it down. But first, before I get into some of the business that you have founded, which I want to share with the audience, what would some of the positive contributions you gained from the military that you utilize today as a successful businessman?
The positive ones were some of the ones that I still use today in my business. And it's the core values, honor, courage, commitment. Those are the core values of the Marines. And those are the core values that I use in my daily life, not only in my business, but also in my daily life, which courage, honor, courage, commitment. But another one too, which is, we always talk about semper fi, always faithful. So make sure that I do things the right way. And another one, which is called semper gumbi, means that, as Marines, we have to adapt and overcome to any situation. So life is the same way. There's always problems. There's always things that happen in our lives, in our daily lives. We want, when we get out of bed, we want to go a certain way, and it just turns out to be a whole different day. So what we have to do is, instead of complaining, we need to adapt and overcome. And when we do that, life just changes. Things just turn out to be the best at the end of the day.
That's right. I love it, man. That's good right there. Now, I see you founded actually the A&D development after your military career. Now, this was a career with the United States Marine Corps. Now, let us know briefly about your first business you founded.
Yes, the first company that I founded was right after the Marine, the first main company. And I call it the main company because these are the ones that made me a millionaire. And back then I used to say a self-made millionaire.
That's
so
right.
It was called E&D Development. The E is standard for my name, for Edwin. And D was for my brother, Diego. And when I founded that company, I got out of the Marine Corps. I didn't know anything about real estate development, but I made it happen. The first thing that I did was purchase 2 empty lots. I was able to flip one for double the price. So on the other one that was left over, I built a house and I sold it and I make money. And I love the fact that it was so easy to do it. So from there on, I started just doubling every time. So I went from 2 houses to 4, from 4 to 8, and so on, so on. But I was fortunate, very fortunate at the same time. And I hear a lot of people always say you have to be, the right person, the right at the right place at the right time. But I
Right.
think in life you really have to be the right person at the right place at the right time. And when you
True.
have those three combined, success is inevitable. And what happened to me was that I got out of the Marine Corps in 2002. So
Mm.
2002 was when the real estate market, the real estate booms was starting, and I took advantage of that. I took a whole ride all the way to 2007, and I
Wow.
thought I was invincible. I made over $20 million,
That's
worth of
right.
real estate. I was on top of the world. I was like Tony Montana on top of the world, right? And I thought nothing could happen, nothing could break me. And yeah, sure enough, what happened? The market crashes, and the market crashes, and I lose
Mm.
everything. I go bankrupt. But to me, that was one of the most humbling moments of my life. To me, that was one of the best moments in my life because I learned so much from that. And that's what got me
Right.
uh, to get back on top again. And the next time, instead of claiming the title of self made millionaire, what I do
Right.
now is my title is God made millionaire because the Almighty God is the one that gave me everything back.
Amen. You say that again. That's a real good story, and then that brings on to your next is right after that. You had your countrywide gold buyers. Let us briefly know about that one.
So, like I mentioned, I went bankrupt. I had a good friend of mine from the Marines. He comes to me, he's like, Edwin, I have a great business opportunity. Do you have any money to invest? I was dead broke. I didn't have any money. But the thing that came to my ear was good business opportunity. So I wasn't going to let
Mm.
that pass by. So I'm like, yeah, I got some money. Let me know. Let me hear about it. So he talked to me about the business, the jewelry business, the cash for gold business. And I love the business model. It was a win-win-win. And when the win-win-win means that we'll help people out by buying the broken jewelry. We'll give them money because everybody was suffering in a bad economy at that time. We'll take
Right.
that jewelry and we'll recycle it. So by recycling that jewelry, we were helping the environment. And last, we were making
Mm.
money. So it was a win-win-win. And to me, that was a very impactful thing that we were able to do that. I was able to raise the $300,000. And we started our first company. The first company used to be called National Gold Buyers, actually.
Right.
And within a couple of months, we got served with a cease and desist letter saying, hey, somebody else has the name National Gold Buyers. You need to quit that name. You need to stop. We spent thousands of
Wow.
dollars in advertisements. We spent thousands of dollars in signage and everything else. But then we say, you know what? We're not going to be national. We're going to be countrywide. We're going to be big. So we changed the name to
Right.
Countrywide Gold Buyers. And it was a good thing and a bad thing at that time, especially at that time. There was a lot of people that didn't like us because of the countrywide name, because a lot of
Right.
people lost their homes through countrywide mortgages at that time. But that name also brought a lot of attention to us, meaning that it brought a lot of customers to us. So we started
Right.
that company in 2018 in Rhode Island, and in less than 2 years, we had 14 stores throughout the United States. We had a franchise model, and we were living life to the fullest, meaning that when I
Wow.
had my EMD development company, I was working like nonstop, 20 hours a day, 7 days a week. With this company, I figured out that, I worked
Hmm.
so hard to make money. I gave up on my life. I gave up on my health. I gave up on everything just to try to be
Mm.
successful because I was chasing the money instead of chasing my dreams. So this time
Right.
around, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make myself happy. I'm not going to work. I'm going to figure out how I don't have to work. So I was working like around 5 hours a week, was making a lot of money, but I was living life to the fullest. And that's what I teach now. I teach
Mm.
people how to live life to the fullest.
Yes, yes, man. Now, we're going through the notions now. I gotta let the audience know your background. That this is Edwin is very solid. Come from many backgrounds. He's also owned a business which was called the Eco Modern Custom Homes. Brief us on your business with the Eco Modern Custom Homes.
Perfect. Ecomotive customs. I see you did a good due diligence on me, so it's amazing to
Yes,
hear
sir.
that. I sold the jewelry business in 2014. We got approached by a large company. We sold the company off, and it was great feeling to be able to sell a company. At the beginning, when you're a business
Man,
owner, when you're an entrepreneur, your business is your baby. You don't want to get rid of it.
right,
But the one thing that I
right.
learned was that when you sell your business, you gain
Right.
your time back. So instead of you having to work, let's say a year to make $100,000 per year,
Right.
if you sell your business for 4 times the revenue, then you just buy yourself 4 years of work. So that's exactly what we did in
Right.
2014. We sold the company, and with my same business partner and another business partner that we brought along, we started
Right.
Eco Custom Homes. So that company, what we did was we started building high end luxury homes. The same thing, do into
Mm.
development, but pretty much I started back up where I left off when I went bankrupt.
Gotcha.
Eco Custom Homes stands for EMC, Edwin Marcelo Carrion, which are my initials. And that company grew really fast. In less than a year and a half, we had projected revenues of over $12 million. And the one thing that I learned with that company was that
Hmm.
whenever you do business with somebody,
Right.
the person that you do business with, your business partners, they have to share your same values. So within a
Mm.
short period of time, I realized that my business partners did not share my same values, meaning that they didn't share my values of faith, they didn't share my values of family. Uh, so those when those values are not aligned, things don't work out the right way. So instead of
Right.
me going into a fight and things like that with them, what I decided to do in 2017, I sold my share of the company to them, and I walked away from Ecomoder Coastal Homes, selling my
Okay.
company, selling my second company for the second time, and retiring one more time at the young age of
Wow.
38 years old.
I know that feels good. It's two things that come from that. When you sell a company, I know that's a beautiful thing. This is my first company. See, I'm a rookie compared to what you doing. I mean, to compare to even like I'll say 90% of my audience, I'm a rookie compared to them. I'm like a youngster to them. But how does it feel? How do you know when you sell a business? Like, I'm hearing this, and I know, like, because you know me, I'm like, do you put your social media up like for sale? You know, like how you put a car in for sale. how do you know
Everything.
when you? How do you know when you sell it, or do someone come at you and just offer you this boatload of money, and you have an option to rather sell or just keep pushing?
Both. There's actually both of them. There's
Okay,
people that might look at your business and they like your business model and they see what you're doing, and they'll come to you and they'll tell you, "Hey, I'll buy your business." Like it happened to me with my
gotcha.
jewelry business. At the beginning, my jewelry business in 2010, we were doing amazing. We were like growing. We were making $50 million a year in revenues, and we had this huge company come to us and they told us, "Hey, we want to buy your business for $10 million," and we're like, "We're not going to sell ten
Right.
million dollars. We're doing good. We're going to make that in the next couple of years." Again, young, immature. I thought nothing was going to happen again. And
Right.
the market shifted. The market shifted. So when the company started going down, that's when I really said, you know what? It's time to sell now before the company just really goes down into the ground. We got to figure out how to pivot the company so we don't lose all the money. So
Wow.
that's when we decided to sell. We didn't sell for as much money as we could have,
Right.
but it was a really
Right.
nice exit as well. So
I
to
got
answer your
it.
question,
Makes
you could
sense.
do both ways. You could go and look for a
Makes
broker that's
sense.
going to sell your business, or somebody
Right.
could approach you based on what you have going on.
Man, that's it. If anyone listening, Visit Vegas Places is on sale for 500 million right now. 500 million. You can take this podcast.
Shark Tank. Go to Shark Tank, my friend. There you go.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Now, with all that being said and all this line of work, um, after that, you work. Now, I like how you work with beginner and intermediate real estate developers. So that's what ties all that in. My audience, if you're listening, all that background he has builds up to me, letting you know this is what he offers as a mentor. This is not someone just selling you a workshop or something on Facebook where you go on and buy for $99. This is real life stuff. This is coming from sweat and tears. This is just not social media game he's talking. He's really done it. The proof is in the pudding. Explain to the audience some of the services you offer with that mentorship and how can they take advantage of the one-on-one mentoring with the real estate agents, developers, tax saving strategies. Also, you have the real estate forming templates on there. Man, go ahead and unload it on Edwin. You guys need to listen up to this. Let us know about that service.
Okay, so I decided to start mentoring and coaching and teaching people about real estate development. When I became an expert at it, after I went through bankruptcy, after I went through all these failures, and then after I became again very successful, again got my millionaire, like I mentioned every time.
That's right.
I decided to give back to, one day I'm like, what do I need to do? Like, how do I give back to people? Like, giving money away was not fulfilling because, I could give you right now $10,000. You're going to go spend it and that's it. It's over, right? It finishes right there. So then I said, how can I impact you on a way that is going to be long lasting? So within the dream, God gave this to me. It's like, your calling is to teach people all the knowledge that you have gained. Because once you give somebody that knowledge for success, nobody could ever take that away from them. And they're going to continue passing that knowledge on to other people and to their kids and their families. And that's how you create generational wealth or generational success. So to me, that was my calling. That was my number one calling. So I started mentoring back in 2008. And I was really doing mentoring with a nonprofit company called Score. And the one thing that I noticed, and I told over 100 of my friends, hey, they asked me, so how did you become so successful? And I gave them the keys to success from A through Z. And none of them took action. And you know why they didn't take action?
Why is that? I got to hear this. Please tell me.
Because it was free. They didn't take action because it was free.
Gotcha.
So when something is free, there's no value in it. Right? You could give them the best piece of advice, but if it's free, they're not going to take action. And that's exactly what happened. And I realized that it happened in my own life. My mom, she put me through private school, and I was a C average student, which I thought I wasn't smart enough. But the moment that I had to pay my way through college, I was getting A's and B's. Why?
That's right.
It was coming out of my pocket. It was really costing me. But once I realized that, I knew that in order for me to teach somebody, they have to pay for it. And it has to hurt them, not financially, but it has to hurt. Like, it feels that, they're investing on themselves. So when they invest in themselves, they're going to take action. They're going to pay attention and then do whatever it takes to get that return on their investment. So I like that. But me being mentor and having mentors, because I had plenty of mentors throughout my career, and I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in mentorship. The one thing that I realized that a lot of these gurus do and a lot of these mentors do, and I call gurus because some of them are they're gurus. They don't have experience. They have never done the business.
None at all.
They just figure out the formula to sell a course to somebody. Talking to the point. They figure out how, touching to the main points, which is talk about family, talk about wealth, and making people feel part of a community. So the moment they hit those sentimental points, they sell, and they sell millions. But the one thing is, people do not get any value out of that, because at the end of the day, none of these gurus, none of these mentors are investing their own money with their students. So I said, I need to fix this broken system. So what do? Is every time I mentor somebody into real estate development, when they finish that program, the mentor-mentee relationship finishes at that moment, and it converts into a partnership, meaning that I invest my own capital and my own money with them into real estate development projects. Why? Because why not? I trained them. They're going to be successful. So why wouldn't I invest my own money with them, right? So that's exactly how my real estate development program works. I help people grow, because the more that they grow, the more that I grow. So it's a win-win for everybody. I like those win-wins.
I love them too. Now, one thing that went in mind is someone here in Vegas, there's an entrepreneur listening thinking that he cannot work with you because he's in Las Vegas. Is that true?
You could do real estate development all over the world. And this is a worldwide business. This is a worldwide career. You could build anywhere in the world.
That's right. You hear it, audience. Now, Edwin, could you let us know all your social media handles, and then also where specifically can someone take advantage of that mentorship?
Mentorship, again, it's a one-on-one mentorship. It's not like you mentioned before, it's not a cookie cutter. It's a one-on-one. I'm very picky with who I work with. I only work with people that share my same values. So if you're listening to this, if you're a godly person, if you're a person of honor, courage, commitment, If you're a family person, you're somebody that wants to succeed, to get ahead, then follow me, because those are the people that I want following me. You can find me in Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn at Edwin Carrion 78. And if you're ready to change your life, follow me. I'm a godly man. I'm a loyal husband, been married for 18 years. For 11 years, I'm sorry. I have two beautiful girls. I love to live life. I love to enjoy my life. And that's what I want to teach people. I want to teach people
Yes,
to enjoy
sir.
life, not only to chase the money, but to create wealth and to be rich, to be a God made millionaire, not only
I
financially,
love it.
but in all aspects of their lives.
Yes, yes. Man, you hear it, Edwin, right there. And this man is not capping. If you go follow him on his Instagram, you would definitely see that he's a traveler. This man loves to travel. One thing that drawn me to Edwin is he's a family man. You guys all know that I'm a family man myself with my children. So this that I have well respect for him. My hat goes off to you. Definitely, this is a man you definitely want to get with to learn more, especially if you're in the real estate and looking for more expansion than just your local area. This is the man to get with. Okay, you definitely want to check out his website. Also, you guys got to check him out. Edwin, what's your website where they can go to?
EdwinCarrion.com. EdwinCarrion. EdwinCarrion.com.
There it goes. Yes, sir. Now, Edwin, before you get out of here, I got to pick with this or that, baby. You got to find out what you like in this world. So we're going to find out what you like with this or that. I give you an option of either or, and you let us know your preference. Okay.
Let's
So
do it.
the first one, man, I know you have to be a chicken wing eater. I know you like sports. When you eating those sport wings, what's your favorite flavor, though? I got to ask first. What's your favorite wing flavor?
Hot.
Hot? You
Gotta
a
go with a hot
habanero?
one.
You the
Hot, hot.
habanero guy. Yes.
Habanero. Hot. Yes.
All right. So this one right here, this or that. Are you a flats or a drum guy?
Drums.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. Me too. I'm a drum guy. My wife, she loves the flats. She literally eat all the flats up before we eat them. But I'm a drum guy
I
myself.
gotta go
I'd
with the
like
drums, man.
just dip the whole thing in the ranch and just
I'm muscular, bro. I'm muscular. I need to eat, I need that meat.
That's right. All right. So now with that being said, to wash down those chicken wings, would you choose Powerade or you're a Gatorade type?
Gatorade, my friend, Gatorade. I'm
Yeah,
from Florida.
see.
Remember, Gatorade was made in
Woo!
Florida.
And you old school. See, the old schoolers like the Gatorade. These new schoolers, they love that Powerade. We do Gatorade, baby, all day.
Yes, I know.
All right. So the last one, I'm going to go off the chain with this one. It gives the exception. I'm going to give you three choices to pick one because three are popular. Now, with your statue, and when the opportunity will come, if you have to seize the opportunity and you are ready, and you have the choice to really invest into a team, professional, would you choose basketball, hockey, or football?
Basketball.
Basketball. Do you know which state that you would buy? Which city you will probably like? Just I'll take the city and go with them. Doesn't even matter,
Really?
huh?
Really?
All right, Florida.
Miami,
But
that.
okay, so I was about to say now, which one though? Orlando, Miami? Which you're
Miami,
Miami.
Miami Heat.
Miami,
Miami
I'm
Heat.
with you. Okay,
Miami
I'm with
fan.
you. Yes, sir. All right, so thank you on that one. Now we're gonna see how very, very Vegas you are, Edwin. We're gonna take it light on you because I know you are out there in Florida, but you should get this one. Now, for this one, we're gonna see how very, very Vegas you are. What does the term Las Vegas mean in Spanish? What does the term Las Vegas mean in Spanish?
I have no idea. And it's
Man,
funny because I got married in Las Vegas, right?
what? See?
I got married right in front of the Bellagio.
Oh man, beautiful things. Beautiful thing. That's one of the most beautiful casinos. Yes, sir. You got to come
Yes.
back out here now.
I got to find out what Las Vegas means.
So it means the meadows. And this is the history behind it. It says the
Wow.
valley was initially founded by a lost man who stumbled on the valley and survived because it was an oasis. Underground aquifers created a fertile area, and it was named the Meadows in Spanish. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Nice.
and it's a lot of Spanish names too, and a lot of areas too. You know, like the Spanish trails. A lot of areas though that we don't even know that what their names are behind. It's just wow. And as you look it up, you get interested in it. As you get into it and you dig into it, you get more. That I didn't even know. Like I've been here all this time and I didn't really know all of this until I did the show, which is something I should have been doing and I didn't need the show to do it. You get what I'm saying? It just
Yeah.
steps you up to know that, man, I could do more when you do it. Like those audience that's listening right now, you guys are in the real estate, you hear Edwin, but you would never know your full potentials till you get up with him and you find out and he teaches you and unlocks what you don't know. So that's what all this is here for. Edwin, man, I appreciate you, man. Give us your social media handles one more time before we head out.
Yes, Coyle. Thank you. Social media, it's Edwin Carrion 78, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Guys, if you have any questions, you follow me. If you have any questions, you have anything, any concerns, anything that you want to ask me, shoot me a message. I'm an open book. I'm very I'm a type of person that you could reach out to. Give me a minute to get back to you because I get a lot of messages on a daily basis, but I will definitely get back to you and try to answer any questions that you may have. I'm here to serve, I'm here to help, and to bless everyone.
Yes, sir. And Edwin, I want to thank you for taking the time out. You're a busy man. God bless you and your family. Man, I appreciate you, what you're doing and serving your community. Not only serving the community, this man is serving the nation, the world. So it's bigger than just your community. It's bigger than just us. It is. It's way bigger. I want to thank you for sharing that wisdom with us, Edwin. And again, this is Edwin. I want to thank the audience for tuning in. You guys could have been anywhere. I want to thank you guys for your support, tuning in to Visit Vegas Places. Check them out. Edwin, thank you again, buddy. Edwin, we will definitely be talking. I know we will have to talk, but we will definitely be talking. See, I myself need Edwin. Just keep that in mind. I need an Edwin too. We all need an Edwin in our life. Edwin, man, thank you. Okay.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, Koyo. Thank you for doing this. And you're doing amazing by having this platform, this podcast, because you're interviewing so many amazing people. And that just having people in your show, you don't have no idea how many people you're impacting. So you're doing a great blessing, my friend, as well. Thank you for doing
Thank
this
you.
as well.
Thank you. God bless you. And then we'll talk. Audience, we love you guys. You guys take care. And again, Edwin, all his social media links and the website is in the bio. So if you look into the show notes, you'll see all his contacts. Edwin, thank you again, and we'll see you guys later. All right.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.